Welcome back. I am doing something special today. I am doing a recipe called, or a baked good.
Or a cookie. Let's call it a cookie. A cookie. I'm doing a wafer. It's a wafer. It's a biscuit. I don't know. It's flat.
It's called a pizzelle. Weird, I know. I did not do background information on it for you guys. Could be German, could be Norwegian, it could be Russian. It's one of those. But they're good, and they're flat, and they're decorative, and they're cookie, and they're sweet. And they're really easy to make. My grandma and I used to make these together all the time, and I would bring them to my classmates, and they'd be like, but they're pretty easy to make. That's probably why she had me help her make them. So I'm just gonna get started with that today. So I'm just looking at the recipe, and you can see it's in my grandma's handwriting. Yeah, pretty cool. It calls for 6 eggs, 1.5 cups of sugar, 1 cup of butter, 3.5 cups of flour, 4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Yes, it is a lot. Yes, it makes a lot. Yes, it might take me a while. Do I have wine with me? Yes. Did you ask that? No. But I'm drinking some wine. Okay, we'll get going. So I'm just gonna put in the eggs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then you beat this. And then it calls for 1 cup of butter melted. It specifically says melted. We're gonna do that. 1 cup of butter is 2 sticks. While that's being melted, we can get the 1.5 cups of sugar. 1, 2. And then mix that together. Here's my 1 cup of butter. And then 3.5 cups of flour. Oh, I forgot the vanilla. 4 teaspoons of baking powder. And I only have a half teaspoon, so it'll be 8 of these.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I'm gonna stir that and then add the vanilla. You should not do that. You should have added the vanilla before the flour and baking soda, but I'm stupid. Also, I'm gonna put some salt in here because I use unsalted butter, and I should have used salted butter, but I didn't have any. So I'm just gonna do a pinch and then stir that up. Oh my god, it looks so good. 2 tablespoons of vanilla. Well, I found my teaspoon, and I don't have my tablespoon, so I'm gonna put in 6 teaspoons. Because there is 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon, so I'm just gonna do 6 teaspoons, because that will equal 2 tablespoons.
2, 3, 4, 5.
And we stir some more. Now it's looking pretty good. It's pretty thick, as you can tell by it, but I'm gonna take this now and put it in the pizzelle maker. Okay, so next we are going to put it in the pizzelle maker. Now this, I believe, is probably from the 60s, 70s, 80s, no idea, pretty old. It was my grandma's. What it is it's like a waffle maker type of such, but it makes it very thin cookies, and it has little designs on them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop up. It's kind of a guessing game how much you're going to want to put in. I'm going to start with a small spoon and just kind of dollop it in. You don't, from what I remember now, you don't need to spray it, as there's so much butter in here it doesn't stick. But you put a dollop in the middle, and then close it, latch it, and then I think it's like 2 minutes. I actually have no idea if it's 2 minutes, but we're gonna find out. If it's burnt, it's burnt. I'm just gonna take a peek. Oh, they're done. That took a minute. So I did not put enough dough in there. They're kind of flimsy right now, so I'll show you after they cool off. But you want to lay them flat because you want them to be flat. Now I've seen it where people curl them right after they come out. You can do that too. So I'm gonna put a little bit more dough in there. And I'm gonna do a minute in like 10 seconds. You know, hot, very hot, 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 hot. So it's kind of just finding a guessing game till you find the right thing. This one has cooled off. When they're hot, they're pretty flimsy still, but it takes like a minute for it to get hard. But they're little wafers like this, and they have a little design on them. Now, this is the design that the pizzelle maker comes with. Again, this is from like the 60s, 70s. No idea if they still make them, or even what kind of designs they have on there. But they're nice and crispy. So good. I've made so many of these. And the recipe makes like a lot. Like a lot. Crazy. With the whole timing thing, my grandma and I used to, when we would do this, like I would help her, you know, mix the eggs up, add the sugar or whatever it was. And then she would put the dollops of the dough in there because it was hot, so she probably didn't want me touching it. And then I would go and do the timer. And I liked it because she made me feel like I had a very important job. She's like, make sure you get the timer done, make sure it's the correct, we like have to experimenting on the first couple rounds to see how long, this batch is going to take to cook because you wanted the perfect color on them. And so it was like a minute 13 seconds, a minute 27 seconds, whatever it was, and I had to remember that, and I had to be ready to push go every time if she put one in there. Yeah, and they would make so many, and I would bring like these gallon ice cream buckets to class with me, and everyone would be freaking out because they were like, she brought them again. But yeah, these are like so nostalgic for me, and they're so easy to make. So good. So this is the color you want it to be, right? Nice, golden, great. These are the colors you don't want them to be. Nope. I mean, I think they still taste good, but I mean, they're gonna have a little extra flavor in there, if you know what I mean. Okay, well, that is it for this week's. I'm happy I got to do my grandma's recipe. I haven't done this in a long time. It's really easy to make, so not too bad. It just makes a lot, so I'm gonna be dispersing this out to a lot of people. Thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you have questions. Comment if you have any recipes you want me to do. With the, whatever. I'll do whatever. If it sounds great and I'm hungry for it, I'll probably do it. Yeah, thanks.